just out here piddling around in the garage today. Got a new shelf that's gonna go back here. Got it off Amazon. Wasn't that expensive. I'll try to put a link to it in the description if I find it. But it's Hooke Road. It's one of the shelves that, you know, kind of come out and come up a little bit and then down, which will allow you to keep your cargo underneath. So we'll see what it looks like, how it works. I'll let you know if I like it or not. Find something to put on it and just go from there. So let's get into the box. Box is pretty heavy, so we'll see what kind of steel it is, and the big question is it going to rattle? That's going to be the main thing. One side piece. Another side piece. One thing to mention is if you're doing a lot of riding around with the top off, they do make a shelf that fits flush over the top. So anything you put underneath it stays secure while you're riding around topless if you get out of the Jeep. So that seems pretty beefy. These, I believe, are going to go on the sides here. The other one's going to go over here. Like that. These are pretty solid. I mean, these are heavy duty. I think it'll hold, let's look in the description, but I think it'll hold 300 pounds or so, which is pretty good. Comes with some little sound dampener stuff, weather stripping kind of deal. It's even got a net. That's kind of neat. This is the shelf. As you can see, it's pretty big, pretty solid. Get out the instructions here. Not that we need instructions, but you know, it's good to have. Looks like it comes with some stickers. Kind of neat if you want to put them on there. This is called an inner cargo rack. And it's only one page. of instructions. Should be fairly simple. Tools needed. Barcode scan. So, alright. Let's get started putting this thing together. Alright, looks like for this we have to drop the back seats down. So let's put them down. Alright, with the seats down, we can now begin the installation. Just says install the brackets on the left and right using your factory vehicle bolts. So this is just going to set on top of the roof bolts over here. So not sure how well I like that, because if you ever want to take the top off, you got to pull the bracket off, but I guess you're pulling the bolts off anyway, so doesn't really matter. So let's get our tools. So what we got to do is pull these out, these two bolts here, here, and over there. We got our star. Putting it in our drill. Here we go. Alright, pull those out. Alright, now we got to figure out which bracket goes where. And according to the instructions, looks like this side's facing up. And we'll reinstall these same nuts. This way. This one. They're not labeled left and right, so I'm not sure on that, but maybe these bolt holes will line up better. These bolt holes definitely line up better. With our two plates installed, it's time to put in the top. Alright, for the shelf installation we are using a 6mm hex bit, and the nut that goes on it is a 15mm nut. Let's see if we can get this up in there. This does come with a washer and a lock washer. Although doable by yourself, probably would have been easier to set something in here to set it on, maybe shim it up a little bit. I seem to handle it no problem, but it is kind of heavy. Now that we got that installed, just going to tighten everything up. Alright, well, that alone is pretty solid, and I haven't even tightened up the bolts here. So let's tighten those up. thing is pretty solid. I think it would hold way more than 300 pounds, but this is what we got. Looks good. So now we can put stuff up here and below. This is the cargo net that comes with it. Let's see if the seats fold back up. Looks like the seats fold back up. Man, I like it. Pretty solid. Don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Cool. Let's see if we can get the dimensions of this thing. So this shelf is 21 inches deep, 39.5 inches wide, and almost 2 inches worth of depth. And it sits up 23.25 inches from the deck. So still plenty of room to leave stuff in here. You can hang stuff from the bottom of this or whatever, but I like it. I think it's going to be a good addition. Doesn't sound like it's going to rattle going down the road. These strips here, they say go this way so whenever you set stuff on it, it doesn't rattle. So I may or may not use these depending on what I put on there, but what I put on there will probably be ratchet strapped down anyway. So may or may not use these, but good to have. Hey guys, side note, it did come with this little foam pad. May be worth keeping. I think I'm gonna cut mine to fit there instead of using the little strips. I think this will be better at holding things because it's pretty grippy, so keep things from rattling around, and it'll fit perfect once I cut it. So maybe something to think about, but that's what I'm gonna do. So all right, well, that's pretty well it. Hope you liked the video. Hope it was helpful. Again, I'll link this in the description below. I don't have an affiliate account or anything. It's just going to be a link to Amazon. So let me know what you think. You know, give me the thumbs up, and if you have one of these, what do you put on it? Let me know. How do you tie stuff down? What's your biggest thing you leave in here or use this for? So let me know in the comments below. All right, see you guys on the trail.